Hi, my name is Cheryl Spangler, and welcome to the good side of crypto, where we focus on social good people, businesses, and projects. And in today's video, I wanted to walk through all about Ethereum towers. It is a vertical metaverse where you can buy virtual land in the form of apartments, whether it's a standard apartment, luxury apartment, or penthouse apartment. There's three kinds. And there's 4,388 total. And I wanted to walk through what it's all about, everything I know. I have not purchased there yet. I'm trying to decide. So I thought, why not record my thoughts? And maybe we can learn together and decide whether this is something we want to get involved in. I keep getting drawn back to it. There's a lot of things that make it very unique. And so I may get involved. And if I do, of course, that means the whole community, the good side of crypto community, will get involved, because most of what I buy these days is going to be shared with the community. So let's go ahead and dive in right now. Let's just go through the website real quick. It's something you can do on your own, but I want to make a couple comments. There are 4,388 apartments, 202 floors because there are two towers. And there's only one tower that is sold right now, not completely sold out, and they're also for sale again on OpenSea. Figuring out what is original for sale, I find that to be a little confusing. But right now, Tower 2 is not open yet. But the important thing to know is that there are 1,980 standard apartments, okay, which is just smaller NFTs. And there are 198 luxury apartments, which are two and a half times as big as the smaller ones. They don't give exact dimensions. Standard, 1,980. Luxury, 198. And there are 16 penthouses, only 2 of which that I know are sold. And so basically, they say that they are a leading collaborative space. They are a vertical. They are going to have in-game currency. Let's just go through a couple things. First of all, there's a light paper, which I have open, and I have a couple things highlighted I wanted to talk about, which I like. And they have a roadmap. And of course, join the Discord, which is most of the things going on that are important are in Discord. Informational and educational things are on Facebook. So, penthouse sale and 10-pin bowling royalty moves in. So the thing about this project that keeps drawing me back is that there are some things that are similar, you may not recognize, but that I recognize and that I think about as they promote them. First of all, the word Ethereum. Second, the word tower, and that might not mean something when I first say it, but everyone who knows the Twin Towers in New York, it's something you think about when you see this project. And so it kind of pulls at your heartstring just a little bit. And I think that's part of like their thing. Second, I think they've done a really good job marketing materials, which sometimes marketing materials are really, really great and they suck people in and then the project falls down to nothing anyway. I'm not saying this is going to, I'm probably going to invest in it, but they have done a really good job with the video and diagrams in their white paper and everything. So let's just go into it real quick. So, okay, so let me just go to the highlighted parts because I read through this entire 20-page document, which I want to summarize in 60 seconds for you. Let's go down to calm down. Let's just go down to more stuff. This is key market insights, which you've seen in every project. We know NFTs are going to explode. We know that there's a place that you're going to need to put your NFTs other than sitting on OpenSea wallets, and that is virtual land. So basically, if every single company, which they are, is dealing with figuring out and creating NFT projects, collaborations, and millions of NFTs, where the heck are people going to put these NFTs? They're going to have to put it on virtual land. So if you're not thinking the virtual land is going to be something, you're wrong. It is going to be something. The question is, what are people going to put on it? Well, start with the millions and millions of NFTs being created, collaborated, and like designed by major brands. They're going to put it on virtual land, and virtual land happens to sit in a metaverse. This project touts himself as the metaverse. that it is the connector of all metaverses, and that most all metaverses are socially isolated, that everyone sits in a as social within that little metaverse, but they don't communicate with other social groups in other metaverses. And here they're trying to get everyone together. The location, here I highlighted, the location is set in a conceptual reality that is Ethereum towers, meaning they're not trying to be anything other than their own conceptual reality. But when I look at this, I think Twin Towers. And so it makes me want to be in it. I'm just saying, like, these analogies work when you're talking about marketing. So I like it. So let's go to, what else did I highlight? I didn't highlight this, but this is something that, one thing that's different is they list students. I don't see a lot of metaverses listing students. Educators, yes, I see a couple of the people who subscribe to my channel. I think of them when I think of educators. There's people that have services and products that they want to promote. This will be a great place where other people are. Here, one of the things I wanted to make a note of before I forget about this project is that if you purchase a luxury apartment, so like I mentioned, there's only 198 luxury apartments. If you purchase a luxury apartment versus a standard, you get extra incentives, and they include, they have approximately 2.5 times more space. They receive 50% more rewards than their standard apartment equivalent. Reward structure to be coming soon. And I'm guessing that means staking their native token that has yet to be released. And access, you get extra access, like pre-sale to access to Tower 2 minting. Okay, that's kind of worth it for that if this becomes a really good project, because if you buy a luxury apartment now, Tower 2 opens up, you have pre-sale access to Tower 2 mint, pre-sale access to Ethereum resorts, future release, early access to each stage of our metaverse development, priority access to our metaverse marketplace, priority over standard apartments for future companion NFTs and airdrops. So there is a lot of stuff in the future that if they follow through, it would be worth buying a luxury apartment. And with Ethereum being down in price right now, it would be a good time to do it. But I highlighted this. The communal areas may have utility, such as blockchain learning center where players can learn about the variety of subjects relating to blockchain, NFTs, etc., which means basically anyone with anything that they have to teach anyone. Any online coach is what they're saying. Any online person who has knowledge in their head is what they're saying. An art gallery where players, and then when they say players, they mean you. I mean you, the buyer of the standard or luxury or penthouse. Players can discover new artists and photographers. A shopping center where players can explore and purchase a variety of real world and digital brands. This is probably the most important thing that does bring me back to this project. And there's going to be the ability to put either all the NFTs that you've bought so far that are sitting in your different wallets, to put them in here to display them or sell them or trade them, and or any product or service that you want. It's basically like a commerce. You know, you can turn it into whatever you want. So one of the things I really enjoy about going through their content is that they do what everyone in the world has trouble with. People will still be saying, if I buy one, what should I do? And they tell you, well, player A may choose to design, build, and furnish a space resembling their old real world apartment. And it's funny because I just said that. Second, player B can choose to design, build, and scarcely furnish a space resembling an art gallery. And they're just basically giving you ideas. You can do whatever you want. Or you could subdivide it with their little room dividers. Now, you cannot fractionalize their virtual land NFT. You can simply use their in-game room dividers. Okay, this is room dividers. They choose, or player C can build and furnish a public entertainment venue such as a cafe or bar, okay, in your own space. It doesn't have to be an apartment. It doesn't have to be set up for a place to sleep. It could be set up like a public entertainment venue. They could choose to design, build, and furnish their apartment as a clubhouse. They could use their apartment to conduct group meetings. Okay, this could be like work meetings and like friend meetings. You could actually do virtual dates in your little apartment. They could choose to design, build, and furnish their apartment as a Zen garden. So the owners and the creators are thinking my thoughts. Zen, meditation, spirituality, place to reflect and meditate away from the current surrounding. And there we go. Here we are right here, Q1 2022, official launch of the project. But if we go to OpenSea, one of the things that I don't like, okay, is if I put in, and maybe if one of them see this, they can explain. I told you that there was going to be a total of 1,980 standard apartments, 198 luxury, and 16 penthouse. When you go to OpenSea, it says that there's a project. There's actually 4 projects. Ethereum Towers, which I'm guessing is the main primary. Ethereum Tower with a period. Ethereum Towers with a period. And Ethereum Towers with a apostrophe S. My guess is that someone initially minted 30 items. Okay, let's click on it. And then just copied and pasted the exact verbiage of the original so people will buy from them. So I'm not 100% sure, but they are apartments for sale and you can buy them. So I wish there was a little bit more clarification on this. But if you go to the original, this says 1,692 items. You can see that there's 939 owners, which is a lot. Our floor price is 0.39 of Ethereum, okay, which but if you go to just the one with the 1,600 and say price low to high, it's 0.38. $1,222 is the cheapest for a standard. But if we go up here to, let's just say these 20 items, Ethereum Towers with the apostrophe, floor price 0.05. I mean, are these mock? Are these fake? Are these someone bought it and they're reselling it? Or is someone just $162? Like, what up? Okay, so that's about it for Ethereum Towers. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
The sun is shining, I knew it would. The world's a playground, I'm in the clouds. Let me show you what it's all